We are back live at Nightmare Custom Cycles in Somerville, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
And it's an honor to be here. And it's an honor to have sitting to my left over here, Mr. Mayor. Wiley Johnson. Mr. Mayor, how are you?
Hey, just great, just great.
Thank you for showing up.
Well,
Thank you for
Mayor,
coming on.
You're welcome. And Mike and Johnny,
Yes.
honored to be here.
We're honored to have you here.
Absolutely.
We have the mayor of Somerville, South Carolina, sitting with us.
Right, to take the time out and to come
To
down.
take the time
Well,
out to
that's
come
it.
here
Yeah.
to see us. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank
what-
you, Mayor.
One of the
You're
best
welcome.
parts about the mayor is not that he does an awesome job in Somerville, because the town is a beautiful town.
It is.
Right?
Thank you.
But
Thank
he
you.
rides.
Yeah.
He's a biker.
Yeah, he's a biker.
What kind of bike do you ride?
Well, right now, I don't have one.
Okay. Hey, Ryan, where are you?
Yeah, Rod. Yeah, Rod and him's got something in common.
But I like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
there
you know
go.
what? I gave this bike to you tonight. And
Right.
Okay, all right, that works. That works.
Just tell Don to leave the credit card. Please leave Don, and the Mayor can take it with him.
Yeah, I think Nightmare and I have had a conversation about this bike before, and I'm pretty sure I can't afford it.
It's a beautiful bike. It really
is.
is.
Thank you, guys. I
It really
appreciate
is a beautiful bike. But when you did ride, what did you ride?
Oh boy, back in the late '60s.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
There we go. The good stuff.
Well, I don't know if it's such good stuff. I started off riding a Honda 350.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And that was a good starter bike.
Right.
It really
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Right, yeah, it is. I took my road test on that bike.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, and that was a good one. If you
Yeah,
couldn't
but-
get a Honda 90 to do your
Yeah.
road test on,
But Johnny took his road test 2 days ago. He's waiting.
Imagine that.
Okay.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, no. You know, that was a great starter bike. The only problem was it had knobby tires on it.
Okay.
So-
it was like a dirt bike almost.
Yeah, well, it was an SL. I don't know if you remember the Honda 350.
Yes.
that had an SL.
The
which
XL,
was-
I believe.
well, they had a CL, which was sort of a cross, had the pipes on the right side.
Right. Okay.
And then there was, oh man, I might be.
The CR was it? I believe.
Yeah, it was a road bike.
Yeah,
Low
yep.
pipes and all. But great starter bike. The only thing you had to really watch yourself on the roads.
Oh yeah, them knobby tires.
Oil and water. And,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah. No doubt, man.
You look like a squirrel.
Hey, but you know what? You rode and you rode for years. I'm sure. Is there a reason why you stopped riding, or?
Oh boy. Well, I probably had too many irons in the fire. I sold that. I bought a 1972 650 Yamaha,
Okay.
Yeah.
and
had
boy,
one.
that was a good bike, except for one small little problem with it. But you know, there were workarounds for that. But great bike, fast.
Right.
Back then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it wasn't as fast as the Kawasaki 500s.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Now those things were wicked.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are old enough to even remember when those things came out. Nightmare might be.
Yeah, vaguely grew up
I'm
around
young.
a little bit.
Well, he's in his 70s, so.
Hey, I look up for 70, right? Mayor, you was telling me about a trip you took where you used your Matchbook cover to keep setting the points.
Actually, what it was, I had a light bulb.
What kind of bike was you on then?
That was that Yamaha.
Was it?
And
Okay.
that was the problem. The timing plate had dual points on it. The timing plate would somehow get to the point where you could not lock it down.
Okay.
And so what you'd have to do is static time it. And you do that, you turn the ignition on, of course, and you have some wires wired to a light bulb.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so when
When you got there.
the light bulb would light,
Yeah.
and that's it.
That's it. Done. Go.
Yep.
Where all did you ride that bike at?
Oh man, we were living in Athens, Georgia at the time, I think, and we used to take lots of great road trips down to watch the Apollo launches.
yeah.
We'd go up in the mountains of Georgia.
Oh, that must be nice.
Yeah.
Right out there. Oh man.
Is that the one you rode cross country on?
Rode across country on that thing. You know, I figured it up after I got back, and this was almost a 2-week trip, and some days we didn't ride at all.
Right,
I averaged 500 miles a day.
Wow, that's a lot of riding.
That's a lot on a bike.
That is a
like
lot of
Yeah,
riding on your ass.
on a bike like that.
Yeah.
With the old, I call them banana seats on
Oh,
there.
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Not a lot of cushion there, was there, Mayor?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But I tell you what, that was, you think about my experience flying and all that. And, But riding a motorcycle, that's a freedom that you feel that I don't think you get anywhere else.
No.
But it has
It's the closest to flying you'll ever get.
Well, it has
Yeah,
you have
probably,
right?
You
The
have
problem with flying though, if you got all these rules and regulations, and so you're trying to manage all this stuff at one time.
Right.
On the bike, man, you're just out there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As your body like actually flying like Superman, that's the closest you ever get to flying. Like, you know?
Well, I've never experienced that. I'm glad you have.
I'm assuming.
but you've been a pilot. You were in the Air Force.
Wow.
All right, and you also did commercial flying. Also, you flew jets. All right. So, is there a similarity that you have with the flying jets with motorcycles that you could compare them to? I mean, both are thrilling.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
must
yeah,
have. You
yeah.
must get a rush.
Yeah, somewhere. Right.
Yeah,
I agree with you, bro, Captain.
Well, there is a similarity. And back when I got in the Air Force back in the mid '70s, they actually looked for people who rode a motorcycle. Now I think
Really?
I think if you check, I ride a motorcycle.
Right.
You were
think, they put you over there in the corner somewhere.
You can ride a motorcycle, you can fly a plane. Go.
Yeah, there, you're in. You're in. We got your number.
Right. You got big balls. Get on that. Get in this
So,
rocket and fly it.
have you thought about getting back on the Iron Horse there?
I have, but golly, Pete, I've got to quit something
Right.
before I do that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Being mayor of Somerville, it's a big town.
Right.
And I'm
It's a big
sure
job.
that you have your days where you just get home from work and you're like, oh, it's been a rough day. Just to get on the bike to clear your mind and ride,
Right.
That's what it's all about.
That
you know?
would
But he's the
probably work.
mayor.
Yeah, he's
He's
the
the
mayor.
mayor. You can take a day off. If you want.
That's true. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
You should
yeah.
make an honorable bike day.
Yeah.
Make it motorcycle
Mayhem.
mayhem,
Well, now you know what?
road
I-
captain bike day,
I got a better one.
and we'll all come up and we'll ride with the mayor.
I got a better one than that. How about if he makes an official Motorcycle Mayhem Radio Nightmare Custom Cycles Bike Day?
Okay.
And we all show up for it. We get everybody. We go downtown Hutchinson Square, Mayor. What do you think?
That'd be good.
We do a big live show from down there, and we bring all kind of people in. What do you think?
That sounds good to me.
We make that happen one day,
We-
maybe?
man.
that would be great, man. That would be fantastic, So, sheesh. But again, I'd like to thank you for the time that you've taken out of your busy schedule to come hang out with us tonight.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but they're from out of town.
Yeah.
Can you tell them the high parts that there's something you haven't mentioned about Somerville yet that it's home of and world famous for and where it originated from? Is there anything you would like to tell the out of town people about Somerville that they don't know?
Right.
No, not really.
It's always summer here.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I tell you what. It's getting a little coolish.
Yeah.
For us.
Right.
If you're from the Great White North, this is still summer.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful, yeah.
It is
But,
gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, Somerville. We started a thing not long ago. Is calling Somerville the home of sweet tea.
Yeah.
And so we have a sweet tea festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they have races, road races,
Yeah. Sure do.
runners.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Not on bikes.
No.
Which
That would be a lot more fun.
it would be a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Right.
It would get the runners out of the damn way a lot quicker, Mayor.
Oh,
It would
yeah.
clear the streets a lot quicker too. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
keep
we'll have
that
to
keep that
think
thought
about
in
that.
mind. All
Yeah.
right. We'll do it
Right.
during the Mayhem Motorcycle Radio Day.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, it's a great town. A lot of history down here as far as the history in the U.S. goes.
Yeah.
But we love it.
Yeah.
And you can see why folks are moving here.
Right.
Oh,
we've
yeah.
had
Yeah, I would move
very
down there, yeah.
fast growing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Very fast
Yeah.
growing.
Yeah, we heard the last 15 years where we are staying down by Holiday Street Avenue, that whole area was built up in the last 15 to 15
Oh, it's
years.
beautiful over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What a great town. We love this place.
They're at Wyndham Resorts. You know where it's at. So
Absolutely.
I was telling them that when I moved here, Walmart wasn't there. You know, a lot of them restaurants wasn't
Right,
there.
right.
You know, and that's been the last 10, 15 years how quick this town's
Well,
grown.
in the
Thanks
ear-
to the leadership of Mayor Wiley Johnson, okay?
I'm
We
sure,
got-
yes,
We got to give
yes.
that plug in there, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. Well, give you an example. In the early '70s, we only were 4,000 people.
Yeah.
Now we're 50,000 people.
Wow.
Wow.
We're the 7th largest town in South Carolina.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and coming from New York and all that,
It's not the right.
yeah, 50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere
I
out in
see
the
that. I
suburbs.
see man, people stuck on the GW Bridge in a snowstorm, right, Johnny?
Yeah, 9.5 hours on Thursday night.
Yeah, we
told
got
me.
3 million.
I heard that.
9.5 hours to get home from New Jersey to New York, which probably would have took me in a good night 2.5 hours. 9.5 hours. But I was prepared though. I had food, drinks. I was good.
You have food. You would have food. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
That's shocking.
I had
me.
a
Johnny
chicken
would have
cutlet here.
food.
I had a feeling something was going to go wrong that day. But so what's next for you, Mr. Mayor?
That's a good question. I don't know.
No?
He's looking. I think he's looking for a DJ for his radio station. You didn't catch that while ago?
Come
Johnny?
on, man. I'm down.
You didn't hear that a while ago?
Well, we need
That's
that.
one of his pet projects.
But we need folks to sell the product too.
Right.
Oh, we can sell it.
We can do it.
Oh yeah,
We can sell.
it.
We can sell motorcycles to mayors. We can sell anything.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. We just need to sell a motorcycle to ride. It'll be
Yeah,
all right,
that's
you know?
it. Yeah, we're
But-
where cigar guy is. He's the only one of us don't have a motorcycle, so
Right.
Yes.
we don't cut him no slack.
Exactly. But Mr. Mayor, I'm really happy you're here. It's an honor to have you here with us.
Yes.
And
Wiley,
yeah,
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Johnny. Wiley, from the bottom of my heart, it means a lot to me that you took time out of your schedule to come out to the shop and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Fantastic.
I know his name is Mayor Wiley Johnson, but
Right.
me and him's to the point now it's Wiley and a nightmare. And you ought to see the looks at downtown. Me and him run each other and stop and talk.
Right.
Because everybody thinks, yeah, he's calling the cops. He's getting that boy locked up, you know. And we're talking and laughing and walking off, you
Well,
know.
you
But
know
that's
what?
the type of person he is. He's just like he's
That's
just
great.
like all of us. Go ahead.
But you know what, Nightmare? The mayor haven't told you, but for him coming down here, you have to go and rake the leaves over there.
The
brother.
leaves.
rake up the leaves and clean up the trash in the town and
but-
stuff.
Clean the
So
dog
bottom
shelter.
line,
Right.
bottom line is the mayor. He don't ride anymore, but he did.
He
did.
He'll always be a biker in his heart.
absolutely.
Always.
That's
Always.
why
Yeah.
he's down here with us right now.
Listen,
You know?
not only that, the guy was a colonel.
Yes.
You know,
You're a
I mean,
hero.
he was a colonel.
You are a hero.
know,
You're a hero.
We
Thank
salute
you.
you, sir.
You're a hero. We salute
You know?
Yes,
Thank
we do.
you. Thank you
You know,
for what
guys,
you've done.
I didn't wear my boots. I want you to know that.
Hey, we're really trying to get the MC job, okay?
No, I'm trying to get out of a speeding ticket I got on the way over now.
Oh boy,
But it's an honor to have you here. Thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
the time out of your busy day to come hang out with us.
my pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Look, I got a little something for each of you.
Okay.
This is our town patch
Oh, wow.
Nice.
that only you have now because the town
Doesn't know it yet.
No, they don't have patches. They have monograms.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, well, thank you.
These
Thank
are
you so
good.
much. I will put this on.
Yes.
And here's a little pin for each of you.
This is
We
going
don't
on
have
my
a
vest.
key to the city, but that is the town's seal.
Oh, wow.
Thank you,
Thank you
Wiley.
so much. We appreciate this.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, we will put this on the air later. And
Definitely
wow.
an honor.
Well,
Yeah.
you can put it on your blue blazer. You know,
I will.
Yeah,
I will.
yeah.
I'm gonna put it on my black
Well, you
vest.
It's not on my black
you know,
leather vest, though.
Now, on that one, the other day I was telling Johnny, I said, I think the mayor's thinking about bringing a pin to put on the lapel. He said, well, I'm all excited. So we talked about it. He said, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah. He said, what the fuck is a lapel?
Come on, Nightmare.
No, I'm joking.
that's true.
I'm playing. Mayor, you see how us we get along. I mean, we're like this everywhere we go.
This is it. It's a lot of fun. You know, we have a
is.
great time. We got
It is.
Nightmare with us. We got Mike, and we got Rod out there.
Right.
Yeah, cigar
But
guy.
Cigar guy.
we are just we're not going to build you a motorcycle because we're not. He can.
I
Well,
can,
wait a
yeah.
minute. That's
He can.
That's
I'm
my
not.
job. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
But
my
what the
job.
show is about is the biker lifestyle. Exactly what's going on tonight. Everyone hanging out here.
Right.
You know, a favorite barbecue place or a cigar that you
Well,
might
now-
find somewhere being a rider. And just a biker lifestyle. You know,
Well, during Motorcycle Mayhem Radio Nightmare Custom Cycles days, we could be on one end and we could rig up to have all these food trucks come
Right.
with the barbecue on the other end.
well, you had me a bug.
You know what I'm saying?
All local.
Yeah, all local.
All over
stuff.
and local beer guys too.
And look, Mayor, seriously, look at the PR because I know what Johnny and Road Captain does when I'm not with them. They really push events real heavy.
Yeah.
I'm stating the facts, and I know I am. Rallies have told us over and over we cannot bring the crowds in if it wasn't for what you guys do.
Yep.
And they have a loyal following. It's something I'd like to
We got
pursue
the
with
greatest
if you're
fans
ever
out there.
interested.
Yeah.
We got the greatest fans, right?
We do.
You guys.
Yes, thank y'all.
Yeah, beautiful.
If you haven't won by the law yet, we won't talk about them. They're the ones around the corner. They'll be back in the day.
But I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna put this on my vest, and
Yes.
I'm proud to wear this and my pin as well. And thank you so much
I'm
for
going to
that.
frame mine.
And Mr.
Hang it in the
Mayor,
office.
thank you so much.
Wiley,
My
thank you
pleasure.
so much.
My
You're doing a great
pleasure.
job.
Thank you, sir.
Beautiful town
Really
you have here.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go back to hanging out. We'll go live again in a little while. All right.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor Wiley Johnson.
There you go.
All
Thank you,
right.
buddy.
Thank you very much.
Thank y'all.
All right. There we
Thank
go.
you.
Okay, and we'll be back live again in a little while, guys. Everyone enjoy themselves, right? We got some moonshine. We got.
See that? No, damn it. We got drinking water. We got
got
Pepsi.
water.
We got coffee being made. No, we don't have any of that.
We don't have moonshine. Don't worry.
I might have to have a little bit of that coffee.
Yeah, well, Miriam just made a fresh pot of coffee.
We'll be back
Oh, man.
live later. Bye bye.
Didn't even get to tell you guys about my marathon motorcycle trip.
Wait, we're back live again. Okay, we're back.
Oh, only joking a little bit.
Okay.
We spent about 2 weeks, I think, out west riding around. And 4th of July, I decided that it was time to come home.
Okay.
So went over to a friend's house. We had barbecue.
Oh.
And so about 4 o'clock, I said, well, guys, I'll see you later. They said, you going? I said, yep. Going back to Athens, Georgia from, where was it? Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Wow. That's fine.
Did that nonstop.
Really?
Wow.
Had to stop in Amarillo for a little while because of a rainstorm, but
Wow.
That's a long ride.
That's a nice
That's
ride.
a nice long ride.
especially when you can't shut your bike off.
Why can't you shut off?
Well,
That was the one with the
timer.
trigger, yeah.
Oh, the
I have
time.
to retime
You got to
it.
get a match. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God. That's a fantastic story.
How long did it take you to do that?
Oh God, it was at least 24 hours.
Yeah. Sit down, Mike.
As he
How you
walks in
doing?
front
Walking
of the
away.
camera, yeah.
I do. He had a good story to tell us.
We lied. We were just trying to get rid of you, Mike.
Again?
He wants coffee, Mike. Get him coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, well, shoot.
How long did it
Anyway,
take you?
You know, it's just a great experience, and I might be getting a little bit too old. I'd hate to think about laying one of these puppets down.
No.
You know,
No.
I wouldn't survive.
Well, you ever think about getting a trike?
There you go.
Yeah,
I can build you one of those.
I can't do that.
No.
Can't do it, huh?
Can't do it.
No. You know what? You'll always be a biker at heart.
There
Yes.
you
You know
go.
what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go.
And that never will go away.
I
Never.
remember the feeling.
Yes.
That's what's important.
That will
Yeah.
never go away. So,
Yeah.
again, thank you, Mr. Mayor, for coming on the show.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
We
We'll see you
appreciate
guys in
it.
a little while. We'll be back. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.